Bonjour, Salam Alaikum, and welcome to Bring It to the Table, where women from Africa and the diaspora come together for fun, exciting conversation about the life in the Gambia.
If you have a problem and you need to solve it, bring it to the table. Bring it to the table. If you have a question, we will try to answer. Bring it to the table, yeah. Bring it to the table.
This is our premiere and our first show, so again, welcome. My name is Patricia, aka Mama Ama. That's what I'm well known as here in the Gambia. I have my co-host with me, and I have Angela.
Hello everyone, I'm Angela. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, but I moved to the Gambia in September 2021. I visited here in November 20 and I decided that this is where I wanted to make my home. And I am so happy to have been here doing so many things with so many new people. And I am looking forward to this opportunity to join as Sisters Uplifting Sisters and building community and just having some fun. Right, Janet?
Yeah. Hello everyone, I'm Janet, or you can call me J with style. I am a Sierra Leonean based in the Gambia. I've been in the Gambia for the past 4 years, but it feels like forever. I love it here. I moved here to study and adventure in life, and I love it here. I am an entrepreneur, CEO at Legal Multimedia Consult, and I'm a multi-faceted businesswoman. And now I'm a panel host for this great show, part of the panel host of this great show. And yeah, with time you get to know all of us more. Thank you. We are so grateful to have wonderful support for our premiere episode. Give a round of applause for my capture artists. Everybody loves to smell good. Liberal Multimedia Consult, revealing the potentials. Star One Staffing and Recruitment Services. We are customer service is job one, as in job number one. And Miss Angel, the owner of Motu Restaurant, Jamaican restaurant, the location for this episode. I want to say thank you to her, and please check out all the great products available for purchase when you visit the restaurant or their online stores.
Their pepper sauce is on point.
Yes.
This is their pepper sauce, very nice. Motu pepper sauce. Be sure to check it out. Be sure to pass by Motu, which is located alongside Senegambia Highway at the GT Board, where the GT Board offices down there. You'll find them there. Come check out their pepper sauce and juice, moringa and baobab juice.
I tried this with some rice and they loved it. They just loved it.
Yeah.
So each episode will focus on a topic of interest to all of us. Now this being our first episode, we decided to have a general conversation about life as an expat in the Gambia. And there are so many topics to discuss, so many stories to tell. We can't tell them all. But we have some fun stories that we think you will enjoy today. And so we are going to just talk about general life in the Gambia and some of the things that have happened to us since we have been here. But as we go on, we will talk about entrepreneurship, building homes here, what it took for individuals to get their licenses, go through the steps of how to move from the UK, the US, the Caribbean, other African countries to the Gambia, what all of that entails. We'll talk about education, we'll talk about healthcare. There are so many things that we are going to talk about as time goes on. But today, we're just going to have a lot of fun and just shoot the breeze, as they say, about our lives in the Gambia.
I guess you could start with me. I am the co-host, or one of the co-hosts here. What I didn't tell you is that I'm from Detroit, like Angie, and we made the trip here almost together. We planned it, around the same time. And I came here with my husband. In January, I sadly lost my husband. That was this year. I think I said we came here the 22nd, but it's in May 2021. And in January, my husband passed away right here in the Gambia, and we laid him to rest here. I'm staying because I love the Gambia, I love the people, and these two here, gorgeous women here today. Don't they look beautiful? Okay. And I do have a funny story. This is about my husband. And you know how in the Gambia you always see the cows and the goats and all those things walking around. And my husband and I, we were driving around, and he looked around and said, "Trisha, it was a walking state." I said, "What? A walking state?" Because you have so many cows walking around here, and that's food, definitely.
That's true.
And it's been like a real joy being here. Like I said before, I made a lot of friends and family, people that I call family now that stay with me, and it's being in the Gambia it's home. I feel home. I feel relaxed. I love the weather, the beaches, just the excitement, because every day in the Gambia is some hustle and bustle going on. I mean, the marketplace and the way people walk in front of you, and you have to avoid running them over.
How did you build community here?
It started kind of with YouTube. Before I came, I made contact with a lot of YouTubers, and I let them know I was coming because I wanted to meet everyone, because everyone has such a wonderful story, and they helped me in making my decision on moving here by telling me how they did what they did to get here and how they're sustaining while they're here. So that's how I started to build community. I met a lot of the diaspora that are here. And as a matter of fact, Mosiah was a meeting place to come to meet. If you want to see anybody, you could come here and practically run into anybody. And where's somewhere else you can run into people?
There's so many lovely places, so many lovely places where you run into people. Senegal,
Turntable,
in particular.
Keys Bakery.
Yeah.
And Janet, how did you build community? You've been here for 4 years.
Yeah, I've been here for 4 years. I've had friends that are now family friends, and I'm grateful to having all of them, including you two. And I was doing YouTube, and through YouTube I get to meet so many diasporas moving into the Gambia, and then kind of be part of the strong community, and then driving down the path, we get to meet and learn new things, and then that helped me find myself more, discover a new part of me, and then, yeah, things have been that way, still discovering new parts of me, and I'm an adventurer, so, yeah, open to adventures, and I love so much.
This girl got so many irons in the fire. She's cooking. She's doing it for a young lady. She is really good, and I'm proud of her. So, Angie,
Yeah.
what about you? What's going on with your life? Like, tell us about your business.
Well, I am working on Star One staffing and recruitment because I found a need for training and customer service skills. So many people are doing so many great things here in the Gambia, and there are a lot of businesses from restaurants to banking to education to tourism, whatever you can think of, it is here in the Gambia. But what a lot of the challenge is having staff and management, because it always starts at the top, and having staff and management who don't understand the 21st century skills needed for customer service. If you want to maintain your customer base, you need to know how to treat them and provide an experience that is satisfactory and that will draw them and keep them coming back, right? So that is what Star One Staffing and Recruitment Services consists of. Also, in the States, I was a part-time travel consultant, and so I still do that on the side. I still work with people who are wanting to travel anywhere in the world. Because I'm in the Gambia now, though, I am focusing on more travel on the continent and trying to work on bringing people specifically to the Gambia, because it's a wonderful place. And not everybody thinks about the Gambia when they think about coming to Africa. And so one of the reasons that we have this show is to promote the Gambia and let people know that the Gambia is here, the Gambia is open for business.
It's another hot spot.
It is another hot spot. We have the ocean, we have
entertainment.
We have beautiful places to dine like this, and so that is really what I'm working on.
Yeah, also great hotels, Airbnbs to come to.
Yes.
A lot of people are opening up places for repats to come to check out everything before they decide to make that move here. And this show will be giving out that type of information, so you won't have to call around and kind of fill it out on your own. We are here to help you. We are here to help everyone and build a strong community, like you said before, among us, because we are here. We are here. And I'll tell you a little bit about my business. Right now, what I did in the States, I did have a shop, I had a store, and I sold African items. I've been doing this for years. But I've been doing this for a long time, and I decided to start it back up because everybody does like to smell good. So I'm selling oils, very, very reasonable, uncut. I now sell them right from in front of my house. I set up my little shop and do a little selling of oils. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've also been to a village where it was sponsored by the Cedar Gray. I'm sorry if I messed up your name, Cedar. And she invited me along on a trip to Vacheline Village. And we had a grill made, so they could use that grill to bake and sell cakes, cookies, bread, instead of buying it. So we have a strong belief in, you know, if you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a life instead of just giving him the fish. So this is what was done, and there are going to be other projects and other people that we'll have on the show that will tell you about some of the things that they're doing to help out in the Gambia, because when we come here, it's not all about just being here, but it's to help bring up Gambia, to help to be, how would I put this, like, it would be like
To uplift and
being part of the community to make it better.
yeah.
Everything is about improvement.
Contribution.
The contribution about improvement, and that's what we want to do with Bring It to the Table. Janet, could you tell me about your experience, your actual journey coming here? How you started the trip and...
Okay. Well, I came here because of my dad. Came here to further my studies. So I was here, and then I did that with my studies, and I've been adventuring ever since.
So Angie, what did your family think about you moving to the Gambia?
Well, most of my family was supportive. There is no one person that said, well, there is a person that said no go. But they were pretty supportive. There are people though who don't understand why anybody would want to move from, their home space. And that is, I think, just a given for families, no matter where you are, who you are. People don't want you to leave them. And most of my family, though, has been very supportive. They've been very, how can I say, encouraging, because they kind of live vicariously through me. They want to know what Africa's like. They want to know what I'm doing. They want to know how things are, what I'm eating, that kind of thing. And so it's been pretty supportive. I must say. I haven't had anybody that was so contrary. You hear stories about how people do kinds of crazy things. I know some people whose family didn't come pick them up, when it was time to go to the airport, because they didn't want them to leave. So they had to ride to the airport, and they made them miss a flight. And and it's one of those things where how sometimes things don't go right, and you think, well, wow, is this supposed to happen because everything is going wrong? So maybe that's a sign from God that it's not supposed to happen. So they kind of had this thing, well, if they don't go to the airport, if they miss their flight, maybe they'll rethink it. And I was like, really? But those things happen, and it's not because they're being mean-spirited, it's because they generally did not want them to leave. And it kind of worked out. There were a lot of hard feelings after that, because that's money involved. That's, flying from Michigan to New York is one thing. That's a hassle in and of itself. But flying from one country to another, that's a big deal. And when you miss a flight, when you miss one flight, you miss 2 or 3. And so I didn't have any troubles with people doing crazy things like that. I do have people who are not, they really aren't interested in talking to me because because they get sad, so they don't want to talk to me too much. They want to know how I'm doing, but having conversations, no, because it's like, okay, we can't hang out, we can't sit and have a cup of coffee and have a conversation. So that's interesting. But these are adult people; they'll get over it.
They will. And I was thinking of my sister when you said that, when you say some of your family, or most of your family was sport. My children and a lot of people that know me know I'm an adventurer also, and I'm a traveler. But she was saying, don't go. She was saying, you need to stay home. And I had this little thing where I'd like make a song out of anything. So I was singing to her every day about something. I sung about toilet paper. And she didn't have anyone to do that with her anymore. Even though we still talk on the phone, it's a little different. We're getting back into the flow, but she still wants me to come home. Especially when her brother-in-law passed, she was like, come home. Well, you gotta come home. But again, I am here in the Gambia.
We are so happy that you joined our premiere episode of Bring It to the Table. I hope you enjoyed today's conversation as much as we did, and we look forward to the next time when we will delve into more specific issues related to life in the Gambia. So please tune in on Sunday, June 26th at 5 o'clock p.m. on Facebook. Now, we aren't going to leave you hanging until then, so we also have special treats for you each Wednesday, 8 p.m. for Facebook Live with Bring It to the Table. Check us out there and on other social media platforms. You can send us a message on Instagram at Bring It to the Table GMB, or send us an email at bringittothetables01@gmail.com. That's bringittothetables01@gmail.com. Let us know your questions, your topic suggestions, or if you'd like to join us for live taping for future episodes. I'd like to thank especially my co-hosts, Mama Ama, Patricia, and Janet. And we'd love to thank our sponsors, Mapatro Oils, Radio Multimedia Consult, and Star One Staffing and Recruitment Services. Of course, it goes without saying that we have a very special thank you for Miss Angel of Motu Jamaican Restaurant, who provided the venue for today's episode. Please, please, please support our wonderful sponsors who are making a difference in the Gambia, and tell them that Bring It to the Table sent you. All right? So we will see you next time as we bring it to the table. Ciao.
If you have a problem and you need to solve it, bring it to the table. Bring it to the table. If you have a question, we will try to answer. Bring it to the table, yeah. Bring it to the table. We are here to help, my dear. There's no questions that we fear. There's info that we want to share, but you gotta bring it to the table.